Many travelers dream of experiencing the beauty of Tanzania, from its stunning national parks to vibrant cultural sites. Yet the costs often seem overwhelming. But with Visit Tanzania for Less, exploring this East African gem on a budget is not only possible, but incredibly rewarding. Whether you're a solo backpacker, a volunteer, or just a budget-conscious traveler, we provide valuable insights and resources to make your journey unforgettable without breaking the bank. Book your trip now with just a $300 deposit and flexible monthly payments until your travel date. For more travel inspiration and tips, follow us on Instagram or visit us at visittanzaniaforless.com. Visit Tanzania for Less, your dream adventure within reach.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens. Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
There's a place to share gossip about the office party fun, and a place to share the story you tell everyone. There's a place to share a laugh about when things went wrong, and a place to share the video of you dancing to your song. There's a place to share spare change, lunch, and your time. But we could all be better at sharing how we're feeling inside. 76% of employees have struggled with at least one issue that affected their mental health. When you share, you're not alone.
I've always loved space and football. Growing up, some people told me I had to choose. But here's the deal. You can be great at more than one thing. And getting involved in STEM opens up your world to a universe of opportunities in life.
This is my time.
Get inspired and get involved today. There are STEM programs and science centers available in your community, so be sure to check out spaceforall.us to learn more and get started.
This is my time. There ain't no doubt in my mind.
Find your place in space.
This is my time.
Space for All.
As an Olympic athlete, I prepare for everything. So when I became pregnant, I thought I was ready. But at 32 weeks, I was diagnosed with severe preeclampsia and had an emergency C-section. Looking back, had I known the warning signs, I would have talked to my doctor sooner. Too many women die of pregnancy-related complications, and most are preventable. If you or someone you know is pregnant or recently had a baby, learn the warning signs. It could help save her life. Hear her.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Community Focus for June 12, 2026. I'm one of your hosts, Gregory T. Roberts, and to my right,
I'm your other host, Melvin C. Burns II.
How you doing, Muskegon? Welcome to Muskegon's radio show, Muskegon's only radio show that is bringing you the 411, bringing you the 911, bringing you all the information that you need, clearing the smoke, and trying to get right to the facts, breaking all those mirrors. How you doing, my brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Looking forward to a nice weekend, and I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
And I'm looking forward to your editorial, I think.
Me too. I'm not sure what I'm going to say.
What's the weather looking like out there?
Well, we're experiencing a beautiful June day today, aren't we? It's sunny outside. Expect a high of 73 today. Tomorrow we have a 45% chance of rain, low 61, high of 77. Expect that rain again on Sunday as well, low 57, high of 65. Monday, it'll be sunny, low 54, high of 69. The rain returns on Monday, low of 58, high of 71. Rain again on Wednesday, low 57, high of 70. And rain again on Thursday, low 58, high of 68.
Been a busy week, accepted, sworn in as president.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah,
congratulations, sir.
Eagles.
Yes,
I'm really excited about
All right.
that.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you, sir. You said you didn't have a top, but I'm sure there's a top 5 in between both of us of things going on this week.
You know, I'm gonna tell you the number one thing went on this week. We didn't have any AC over the weekend. Man, yeah, have you slept in 88-degree heat? I'm on the second floor of my condo. Man, it was so hot. I almost, I almost left my wife for the AC man when he said he could be there the next day. he don't know how popular he is on my list, but man, that was rough. You know how warm it was last weekend.
Mhm.
We had a rough weekend,
All
but we
right,
survived.
but you survived.
Yes,
So
sir.
people, listen. Just to talk about the weather real quick. People, take when you get those warnings, take them serious.
Yes.
We had a couple touchdowns, tornadoes in a couple places last night. Take them serious. Stay safe. With that, we have a guest today.
Yes, he's been on the program before. Robert Mathis, welcome back to the program. You may recognize the name. If you don't, you may recognize his nonprofit, which is City Boy Corp. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, for folks who may not have heard before, although people watch this show all the time, tell people a little bit about yourself.
My name is Rob Mathis, and I love Muskegon. I've been here since 84.
Okay.
I graduated Muskegon Heights, born and raised in Detroit.
Okay.
So went to the military, came back.
Thank you for your service
to Muskegon.
All right.
So I'm here.
All right. City Boy. Now, people might hear that term. Maybe a lot of things come to mind. Tell people what the City Boy Corporation is.
City Boy is a nonprofit that my wife and I created to help people that are in need.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we created this organization during the pandemic because of when the schools closed, actually.
Mm-hmm.
We were sitting on the couch and we thought to ourselves, these kids are going to be out of school.
Mhm.
Now, actually, myself, when we was going to school, mom and dad depended on those kids eating breakfast and lunch at school.
Sure.
And,
Yes. Oh,
and
yeah.
you bought groceries, accordingly. You
Sure.
didn't buy all those groceries, so
Right.
we looked to the community and we asked the community to help us,
Mm-hmm.
provide for the community, some meals to help supplement that while, the government was trying to figure out what they was going to do during the pandemic.
Right.
And the donations that we got was overwhelming. So we got, man, so much stuff. I mean, we made lunches for 3 months. I mean,
Okay.
people was coming to our house every day, dropping off food. I mean, it was a great community effort, and I loved it. So,
Okay.
Robert, what drives you to want to give back to the community?
community love, man. I mean, changing a person's perspective. If they come to you, hurt because they don't have nothing to eat, they don't have nothing to feed their kids. You change the way their whole entire outlook on life for that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Changing the way that they feel about life in general changes everything for them.
Okay.
So if you can do that for one person, they can do it for somebody else. So all I'm trying to do is have a domino effect in reverse, change them from a perspective of negativity to positivity.
Nice.
So I'm just changing them, the momentum that they have in their life.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Okay. So you start off during COVID, you have this desire to help people. You start off feeding kids lunch. And it's kind of grown to more than that since then, hasn't it?
Absolutely. So it started off with lunches. And during the course of giving out those lunches, we talked to the community and people will come to us asking us, hey, do you know anybody that has a bed? Currently, my kids are sleeping on the floor in my mom's house and, they need a bed. Can you ask, somebody if they have a bed, they, to give us. So we went on Facebook again, which is an absolute tool.
Sure.
And we asked our friends again. So had a guy say, hey, I got a bed. You come pick it up. You can have it. So we picked up the bed, contacted the lady, donated her the bed. So he was happy he got rid of the bed and had his space back. She was happy she was able to get her kids off the floor.
Nice.
So it was a win-win. So I was just a tool, the middleman, and it worked out for everybody.
Robert, talk a little bit, because some people think this happens in just a certain neighborhood. This is Muskegon County, Western Michigan wide, the need for food and beds and all kinds of things.
Oh my God, I'm everywhere. I'm in Muskegon Township. I'm in Grant. I'm absolute everywhere. I drive at least 100 miles sometimes a day, going to Shelby, pick up donations, coming back to Muskegon, dropping them off. It all depends, you know, but I tell you, I love the work that I do. I love the people that I'm able to touch. I'm doing God's work, and I do it because it motivates me. And like I said, it changes the perspective of people. I mean, it changes their heart. And you can go on the Google and Google City Boy and just, you know, read the Google reviews of the people that, you know, the organization has touched, and our volunteers that volunteer there. I talk to them and tell them that when you talk to people, when they come in the office, especially the intake interview is the most important thing that you do to these people. You talk to them, they come in and say that, hey, we just want some food, but you talk to them and you find out what other things that they need, because they might need to be redirected to an organization that can help them even more. You can get them the food that they need, but they might need some support from Health West. They might need some guidance from Catholic Social Services, you know. So talk to them and find out the other things that they need. So I'm in, you know, partnerships with these other organizations, and I'm able to get them housing, other things that they need, you know, to change the course of their life through these partnerships with these other organizations, you know. So just talking to people, you know, and especially, you know, the homeless, you know, I love, you know, changing their lives also. You know, my wife and I have been out to these, and, you know, encampments where these people sleep in the woods. You know, we take blessing bags to them, you know, that comes with, you know, blankets, deodorant, toothpaste, and food in these backpacks. We take them out there and we just give them to them, you know, and, you know, find out, you know, different things that they might need or help that they need, and try to redirect them also. But we do it just to help them. So
not looking for a return.
We don't look for anything. Again, we just doing God's work. I'm just a tool.
All right. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah. Now, you have an event coming up next week.
We have our community picnic. It's just another event that we do every year to give back to the community. We do fundraisers throughout the year, and this is an event that we have just to give back to the community. It's a free event, free food. We have games for the kids, entertainment. We have a DJ, Corey Briggs, DJ Master Rocker. He's going to be out there playing some music for us. We have some event sponsors. We have Flex Realty. We have 46 Posse, and we have Mac Dogs as our event sponsors. You know, they also love to give back to the community.
All right. So this is Saturday the 20th.
Yes, sir.
From 1 to 8 p.m. at Hackley Park.
Yes.
All right. And anybody can show up.
Anybody.
There's no limit on how many hot dogs Greg can eat if he show up.
No.
Make him come to the back of the line, though.
Till they're gone.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Good.
Talk to, you know, in visiting people in camps and stuff like that. People just, it's just only a few people. Talk about the need, because there are a lot of people homeless right now. Talk to people, let our people know that there is a real issue of homeless right now.
There is homelessness in our community. It exists. I mean, these people sleep behind Myers. They sleep behind Walmart. They're, you know, right there on Broadway and Henry Street behind the railroad tracks. They sleep there, you know, and, you know, we walk past them like they're invisible, but they are there and they need your help. You know, you see them right there at the highway. You know, you want so badly to help them, but sometimes you think they're on drugs. Sometimes these people have mental illnesses and stuff like that, but they just need a helping hand, you know. And, you know, the Lord might want you to reach out and touch them. Don't let the devil beat you back and not reach out and touch them. Sometimes, you know, you can just talk to them. Sometimes they just need you to just say something to them and acknowledge that they're a person, that they're not invisible, you know.
Okay.
So just help them.
How important is to you to reach out to those individuals and let those individuals let them know that they are God creatures, they are important, and that they don't have to be shamed in their environment that they're in right now?
How important is it?
Yes.
Oh man, it's life changing. It's life changing. You have to let these people know that they are God's creature. They are God's creature, and they are a part of our family.
Mhm.
You know, just because they wandered out, they're still a part of our family, and we just trying to redirect them and try to bring them back in. They're lost right now.
Mhm.
You know, whether it's because of a mental illness or they lost a job or a family member and they just had a mental break or whatever the problem is, we just trying to redirect them.
Mhm.
You know, so just help them find out what the problem is. It's probably something just simple, you know, but let's bring them back, take them to a church, you know, just redirect them.
That's good.
Send them to City Boy.
All right.
All right. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So in the time you all have, things you've been doing, have you been able to get other people to support you, get out and do some of the things you do other than you and your wife? Have you gotten other volunteers?
You know, we get volunteers, you know, we get people to come out and support the organization.
Mm-hmm.
And for them, it's a learning experience.
Mm-hmm.
I love the people that come in the office and
Mm-hmm.
and that they're at ground zero to see the people that come in,
Mm-hmm.
because it's an experience.
Yeah.
You know, to see these people come in
Yeah.
and tell you their story. Hey,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
when they come in, I mean, you see people that are at their wits' ends.
Mm-hmm.
They're not dressed. I mean, you look like they just came out the woods.
Oh yeah.
They were sleeping.
Because they came out the woods.
They
Yeah.
came out the woods. Trying to find the right words. But
Yes.
they need some help.
Yes.
And I tell them, look, hey, these clothes up here, they for you. Take as many clothes as you need. I wish I had a facility where I could send them back. Hey, go in the back, take a shower.
Yeah.
You know, get yourself cleaned up,
Mhm.
put these fresh clothes on, and you know, we can get you something to eat. You know, it's plenty of food here. Take it with you,
Mhm.
and you know, let's get you together.
Yeah.
But I'm working on that. It's in God's plan somewhere. I'm trying to hurry up and get to.
You know, it's interesting when you talk about being homeless, and we always think, I won't say we always think of, the people, some of the encampments, but if you're sharing a house with somebody, you're homeless. You don't have your own home.
That's right.
People, I'm not talking about a child or something. I'm saying if you open your home to another family because they're going through a difficult time, they're technically homeless.
That's right.
And so sometimes we had this vision in our mind of them people must have did something, but they're about except for a family member or a friend, we'd have a lot more people out there. And I tell you that so sometimes people, their compassion turns on a little bit more. So I heard the other day, was it 60-70% of Americans are one medical bill away from being out there themselves. And so that idea of people having compassion and being willing to listen to somebody that might smell bad or not use good language, it takes people kind of getting outside themselves, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I know in a long way to say, but and you talked about people. Do people want to come volunteer? Is it kind of like they don't realize how big the problem is?
You know, people coming to volunteer. People don't like doing this, giving up their time.
Okay.
It's always something they can do other than give their time. Because that's something you can't get back.
Sure, sure.
You know, you might not like the experience. You might not like the people.
Yeah.
But if you just did it for one time and tried the experience,
okay,
you can go from there.
Yeah.
It's something that you'll always have. I tried it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And maybe you could explain that feeling of when people, we do it out of selflessness, but that idea of you actually helping people, what that feeling is like for people the first time when they realize they've actually helped somebody.
Oh man, I tell you, it just chokes you up inside, man, and to know that you took something that to you it was nothing, that and it made somebody happy. The food that you have in your refrigerator right now that you look over, like, I ain't gonna eat that. I'll eat that later. These people, that is a prime rib dinner.
Yes.
The bologna that you have, the packs of bologna you have, I eat that, man, when I'm starving. That is prime rib to them.
Yes.
Right.
You know,
to
give that to them and some bread, that is everything to them.
All right. Yeah.
To volunteer your time to give to somebody, that's what you just gave them.
Yeah.
Put your hand in, brother. It's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Okay? I got you.
That makes their day.
Let me walk you through here, brother. I'm gonna get you together.
Yeah.
Take your time. Open your heart up to these people. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
You gotta do that.
Right, now you talked a little bit about, you know, people don't want to give up their time, and some people are just not meant to get out there. But you know what? Because we do need those boots on the ground. But you know what? You got an ink pen and you can write a check, and you can give back and help you as well.
Absolutely.
And how important is those dollars are coming into your business, and how far you can spread that, because you're going from place to place and you're getting deals and you're seeing, so you're able to stretch that dollar even further to help people.
The monies that come in the City Boy, and first I want to say that nobody in City Boy gets paid. Nobody is an hourly worker.
Okay.
Nobody gets a salary.
Okay.
I don't get a salary. My wife don't get a salary. Okay.
Okay.
My glory is at the end when my life is over. I get to meet the Lord. That's what I'm working for. Okay. So right now, everything that the monies that I get is for take care of the overhead of the City Boy, buy food, personal hygiene products, and take care of the general overhead of City Boy, so I can maintain City Boy, so I can stay out in the field, so I can go to places, pick up donations, and bring them back to you. Okay?
Yeah.
I do this all the time.
Okay.
All day. Okay?
I hear you.
So I have my bingo games on Monday at Select Bingo Hall, where I raise money to take care of the overhead and do what I need to do. I have fundraisers, Bad Mom Prom that we have annually. I'm trying to come up with a couple of other events that, you know, can help. You know, it's just trying to maintain everything, you know. But me being in the field and having other people in the field, you know, I'm just a one-man show. Me.
Yeah.
To have you brothers out there, hey, you downtown, you South Heights, I'm North Heights, we working together. We all on the same page. You doing the same thing I'm doing.
Yeah.
We getting more people. Today I got 8. You took care of 10 people today. You took care of 15 people today. You got 8 homeless people. You talked to 10 homeless people today. You got them to the office today.
Yeah.
I'm working on. I really need a mobile food pantry. Daily. To where I can be at different places. Say for instance, where I can say City Boy gonna have a mobile food truck on a corner of Wood and Laketon on Mondays. And it'd be just like my office. It'll have food on there, personal hygiene products and stuff like that, and some clothing on there. And I'll be there, and it'd just be like people can just come there and get what they need.
Let's put that challenge out there. You have a truck. Right now are sitting on some extra money, and you can take care of that in one swipe and know that you're helping people. Why don't you right now be the answer to prayer to this guy that's boots on the ground, helping so many people that are out there struggling, because there are a lot. And like you said, Pastor Melvin, that 60-70% of people want medical bill, $400 away for a catastrophe, and that could be you out in the street.
People listening to you, how can they get in touch with you if they want to volunteer, donate? They may have that mobile pantry ready for you. How can they get in touch with you?
My phone number is 231-284-9932. That's my cell phone number. You can also text that number. The office number is 231-375-0067. You can reach me on Facebook at City Boy. And then I have Rob Mathis at City Boy.
Okay.
That's about it.
Okay.
Oh, also I have an app.
Okay.
You can download the app from the App Store or Google Play.
Okay.
City Boy. It's a
Okay.
free app.
All right.
It has all the information on there that I do daily. Everything that I can, everything.
Robert, I'm going to ask you to do something. I'm going to ask you to speak to two different groups of people. Number one, I want you to speak to those people that are able to help, but they don't want to do it or don't know how to do it. Speak to them first.
That don't want to help.
That want to help, but don't know how to help.
Okay, if you want to help, but come to the office. I implore you to come to the office. I need volunteers at the office. The office address is 318 Center Street, North Muskegon, and get an opportunity to see what it's like to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Dealing with people every day.
Now, the second thing is I want you to talk to that person that's out there that they don't need to feel ashamed of what they're going through. And maybe they don't want to ask for help, but they need help. Talk to those individuals.
Well, listen, don't be ashamed about what you're going through. Okay. Everybody has problems. And as City Boy, there is absolutely no shame. Just come in as you are, and you will get the support that you need from the volunteers or myself. Call and make an appointment, 231-284-9932, Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. We will take care of you, or you can text me.
So once again, at Hackney Park, June 20th, 1 to 8, food, games, raffles, music. You have a $10 raffle for Blackstone that I need to be in because I like to cook. But we appreciate what you do.
Yes, indeed.
Because we need more people to get out there and realize, leave the 99 and go after the one.
That's right.
Thank you.
Rob, appreciate you coming in. We talked before. Folks, when you go down to the picnic, meet him or his wife, shake their hand, thank them for what they're doing in the community, and maybe somewhere in between, God will move on your heart to offer some support.
All right, we're down at the bottom of the hour. This is Community Focus. We're going to pay some bills. We'll be back in a couple minutes. We'll see you in a second.
When smoking gives you COPD, you learn to lie a little bit. You make up excuses like, I have to get my keys. You guys go on. Anything so you can walk at your own pace. I used to do that all the time. Those lies don't work anymore. My tip is, the worst lies are the lies you tell yourself. Like smoking isn't that dangerous.
You can quit. For free help, visit cdc.gov/tip.
There's a place to share gossip about the office party fun, and a place to share the story you tell everyone. There's a place to share a laugh about when things went wrong, and a place to share the video of you dancing to your song. There's a place to share spare change, lunch, and your time. But we could all be better at sharing how we're feeling inside. 76% of employees have struggled with at least one issue that affected their mental health. When you share, you're not alone.
As an Olympic athlete, I prepare for everything. So when I became pregnant, I thought I was ready. But at 32 weeks, I was diagnosed with severe preeclampsia and had an emergency C-section. Looking back, had I known the warning signs, I would have talked to my doctor sooner. Too many women die of pregnancy-related complications, and most are preventable. If you or someone you know is pregnant or recently had a baby, learn the warning signs. It could help save her life. Hear her.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. now they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens? Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
Many travelers dream of experiencing the beauty of Tanzania, from its stunning national parks to vibrant cultural sites, yet the costs often seem overwhelming. But with Visit Tanzania for Less, exploring this East African gem on a budget is not only possible, but incredibly rewarding. Whether you're a solo backpacker, a volunteer, or just a budget-conscious traveler, we provide valuable insights and resources to make your journey unforgettable without breaking the bank. Book your trip now with just a $300 deposit and flexible monthly payments until your travel date. For more travel inspiration and tips, follow us on Instagram or visit us at visittanzaniaforless.com. Visit Tanzania for Less, your dream adventure within reach.
When smoking gives you COPD, you learn to lie a little bit. You make up excuses like, I have to get my keys. You guys go on. Anything so you can walk at your own pace. I used to do that all the time. Those lies don't work anymore. My tip is, the worst lies are the lies you tell yourself. Like smoking isn't that dangerous.
You can quit. For free help, visit cdc.gov/.
There's a place to share gossip about the office party fun, and a place to share the story you tell everyone. There's a place to share a laugh about when things went wrong, and a place to share the video of you dancing to your song. There's a place to share spare change, lunch, and your time. But we could all be better at sharing how we're feeling inside. 76% of employees have struggled with at least one issue that affected their mental health. When you share, you're not alone.
Hey, welcome back to Community Focus for this June 12th, 2026. Remember, you can catch us on YouTube, Facebook, the Emoji app, 103.7 The Beat, of course, and Emma 106. Who do we have in for our next guest, bro?
It's always exciting. Today we're going to talk about Muskegon Promise.
All right.
And we have two guests with us. Going to let them introduce yourselves and tell people a bit about yourself.
I am Dontae Parsons-Love. I am a student success coach at Muskegon Community College, specifically for Muskegon Area Promise students. So my official title is a Promise Coach.
All right.
Okay.
And I'm Kristen Tank. I'm the Marketing and Communication Specialist with Muskegon Community College, and I've been with the college about 5 years.
Okay. Welcome.
Yes.
Thank you for having us.
Let's start off. What is Muskegon Promise for people that don't know?
So the Muskegon Area Promise is a scholarship program that was designed to, help students not be able to not have to worry about how they're going to afford to get, a college education. It'll help you get a certificate, an associate's degree, really kind of take that burden off your shoulders of because I guess that's the main roadblock with a lot of local students is how am I going to pay for my education? So, we and they have, really tried to just remove that as something that students would have to worry about so they can just focus on, excelling in their academics.
Nice.
Let's talk about Muskegon Promise. Has been around how many years now?
Yeah, we've actually been around since about 2015, and we're one of a few Promise zones in the state of Michigan.
Okay.
And a lot of people don't know that local business actually helped us launch the Promise. We had about 6 or 8 businesses that were willing to put in about $100,000 each to get it off the ground. Altogether, we raised $2 million we had to have this private funding before then the state would take on the cost and be paying for it now today.
Okay. And so we see that. How do you get this information out to the schools, to the students about the program?
Well, I know me personally, what I do is once our students kind of get to that point where they're about to finish high school and they might need to utilize that promise, I send a series of outreach emails, keeping them up to date about events we might be having where they can, find out more about the promise, such as the one we have coming up this Tuesday.
Okay.
just general, newsletters that the Promise board might send out, or we post a lot of it on our social media as well. So,
Okay.
We know that's like a big way to reach people nowadays. And, instead of kind of just emails, people are more likely to check their Facebook or Instagram. So we'll post about it as on there as well. Just in case somebody might be eligible for that Promise scholarship and they might not be aware, because a lot of people don't know it's actually recently expanded, which is very exciting.
Okay. Well, talk a little bit about what makes a person eligible for the scholarship.
Yeah. Now, since it is expanded, a lot more people are eligible. If you graduated from a Muskegon area, high school, any year after 2015, so including 2015 and beyond, you can get the Promise Scholarship now. So, whether you've attempted college before or haven't attempted college before, as long as you don't have your bachelor's degree already, you can get that Promise Scholarship, and they will cover, whatever you need them to cover. Whatever your grants and other scholarships don't cover, they will cover that for you. And in addition to that, a lot of people don't know this, they actually give you a $500 stipend, like just to, cover any other extra expenses outside of your tuition, every semester that you're going to school as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So I try to make sure that all of my students personally know about that, because I know a lot of them, will have, different things they're worried about. Like, how am I going to afford this textbook? How am I going to, they can use it for living expenses. Even I've seen some that told me like, hey, thanks, Dontae, I'm going to use this to, for gas to get to school,
Sure.
And that's always nice to be able to let them know about stuff that they can utilize.
I think you had something to add.
Yeah, I just want to add that the whole concept of the Promise was about keeping our local students local, keeping them here in Muskegon County. So folks had to have gone to high school within the Muskegon Area Intermediate School District boundaries. And then and as long as they graduated in 2015 or later, like Dontae said, it doesn't matter what their GPA was in high school. It doesn't matter what their income is today. And now it doesn't even matter really where they live now. They can come back and do even online classes at Muskegon Community College.
Okay. How important for those students out there are people, because you hear a lot of people saying there's nothing good that happens in Muskegon County, but there's a lot of great things happening in Muskegon County, and they're trying to push the younger generation away. What do you say to those individuals?
I would say I want you to hear Dontae's personal story. He is that person. Dontae?
Yeah, I would say I am living proof that is 100% false, that there's nothing good going on. This Promise scholarship, what I'm really excited about the expansion is like I've even started to see it's helping people that I know that were once like, oh, I'm not going to go to college because I can't afford it, or I don't want to go into debt. And like now I'm starting to see them be optimistic about it, because that's, they're like, oh, I don't have to worry about paying for it. I can go and get, like something that'll help me improve my life for free, no cost to me. And I know that was really helpful, because I went to MCC, starting in 2019, all the way up until I graduated in 2022. And I know that like that was, something I would not have been able to go to college if it wasn't for, like the Promise and other aid that, helped me afford going to college. Like I came from, poverty, grew up on, South Getty and Lewis. And I didn't know anything about college. I was a first gen. People weren't talking about college in the area I grew up in. Nobody was really, pushing it hard on me. I kind of had to go out and really like learn about it for myself. And I can say that is 100%, going to get my education is 100% changed my life for the better.
Nice.
It helped me land the job I'd been trying to get. So what I would say to anybody that is doubting, how this opportunity can help them is like, you might as well try, because like, why would you sit and not take advantage of something that's, free to you? It's convenient now. Like you can, really pick your schedule. Like, let's say you have a full-time job. We got so many, formats that classes are in now. We got asynchronous, where you can do the work at your own pace, really. So that's what I try to just tell people that might be, a little hesitant to take advantage of this, is like, this is a way to improve your life, like your situation. You can go learn a skill, you can go get your education to help you land a job that's gonna, later on down the line improve, get you where you might want to be later on.
Totally life changing.
Yeah, totally life changing, 100%. Like before going to get my education, I was unsure about what I wanted to do in life. And going to MCC, I had a lot of staff members, teachers that they just brought the best out of me and really showed me what was possible, like things that I didn't really think about before that would be available to me. Like they just told me like, hey, Dontae, you're a bright young man, you're doing good at this, maybe you should do this. And I just tried a bunch of things while I was at MCC, and it really helped me find my passion in life.
Okay.
So I just try to push as many people as I can toward that as well, so they can experience that.
Yeah. It's fun. Everything you say is what education's supposed to be. Exactly. Go to college, find out who you are, try some things. You don't have to die with that major you declared when you were 14 years old.
Mm-hmm.
But you talked about being a first generation college student. I went to college over 40 years ago, and they still have the impact that a first gen can have on the rest of the family. Do you have other siblings and nieces and nephews now that it means something to them?
Oh yes, I'm very proud to say that I've convinced my siblings to, all of them have at least attempted college and used it to, get where they wanted to be. And that wasn't something that really a lot of them were talking about prior to me going. And even my brother tells me all the time, it makes me, feel really good. My brother Dontae, he tells me, hey man, what we saw you doing is what, kind of encouraged us to go after it too. And that's really why I do it. Just for, people, young people, or even people older than me that, might be in the same place I was in, kind of not really knowing what you want to do in life, not knowing what type of opportunities might be available to you. Just realizing that, there's more out there for you to go get than what you see every day around you. You might be in a place where you're not seeing a lot of hopeful things like I was. And, go to college. Even if you don't want to go to college, go to trade school, find what you love to do and improve your situation. This doesn't have to be the final destination.
Krista, stories like Dontae make the marketing a little easier, doesn't it?
Oh, it sure does. And I remember when Dontae graduated, I was at his commencement. And I remember what he said. He said, I'm taking this and I'm going on. I got this done at MCC and now I'm going on to Grand Valley. I'm going to do it there and I'm going to do it. And he did. And it's just been really heartwarming and exciting to see him. And, then look at this. Muskegon Community College hires him as our student success coach. And he's doing a fantastic job. So what a success story all the way around.
Now, from a marketing, you're talking about those businesses that help start. How important for you and to make this program successful, to continue to get those collaborations of dollars in to expand the program?
Yeah, well, it's actually been great, and it wouldn't exist today again without these businesses that stepped up. Right now we're in a really good place at the Promise. We have the funds that we need in place, so we don't need to continue to fundraise, but now we are able to actually expand. When the Promise started all those years ago, it was just 3 districts that it started in. And then it spread out to all of the schools, the private schools, the public schools, and then we had the GPA limitation. When it started, it was a 3.5. You had to be a 3.5 student to even use the Promise. Today, it doesn't matter what your GPA is. And this expansion is what is really bringing hope to students and families everywhere. And my son attended Muskegon Community College. He loved it. And he went on to University of Michigan and graduated from there. And
blue.
Yeah, I see your hat. So,
man.
Yeah, it's, and this success, this is what can lift up our community and get everyone excited about what the future looks like. What do young people look like and how are they impacting us? This is the best marketing that I don't even have to pay for.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Now, you mentioned a meeting coming up this Tuesday. What kind of meeting is that?
Oh, yes. So actually, it is an information session. It is called the Promise 101. We recently did a similar thing, kind of like a Promise 101, but it was virtual. This one will be in person, and it is open to anybody that wants to learn more about the Promise, whether that be families of students that are going to utilize the Promise, or students that are currently utilizing the Promise.
Can parents come?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
yeah. Yeah. It's open to everybody.
Sometimes the parents are the ones got to get there first.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the most important parts of my job,
Uh-huh.
honestly, is getting to interact with parents and like kind of inform them, educate them on how
Yeah.
they can best support their student as well.
Mhm.
So, it's really part of being good at my job is kind of being in a collaboration with all
Sure.
the other people on that student's team to help
Mhm.
them get where they need to be.
Mhm.
So I like events like this because I can inform, not just the people who are going to be using the scholarship itself, but people that are going to be supporting my students outside of
Sure.
our institution.
Let's go to the board. Kimberly Thornton says, Morgan Parsons-Love, look at our You got some fans out there.
I do. My wife is at work watching, so that's why she tagged her. And Kim is a family member of ours,
Okay.
so I love her dearly. Thank you for tapping in.
And talk about how you met your wife.
Yeah, I actually met my wife at MCC.
Okay. See? Well,
Yeah,
there you go.
yeah. MCC's
All right.
been like instrumental in my life. Right?
Yeah, let's continue back on our board. Going to Michael Anthony Smith from Houston to Texas. Can you attend a 4-year institution like the University of Michigan?
So that is a great question. To utilize the promise, you would actually have to attend an institution that is part of the promise zone, such as MCC, Baker. We even support like cosmetology students now.
Okay.
So you could use that to get your associate's degree and then transfer on to a 4-year to complete your bachelor's.
Okay.
So the promise would cover basically all the expenses for your associate's degree.
Okay.
And then when you go on to that 4-year, you only have to worry about the expenses from that institution.
That's a good question, Michael Anthony. A lot of people, going back in my day,
Mhm.
I can't remember what it was called, Muskegon Junior College, but
Oh yeah.
it was. I mean, it wasn't considered. It was considered a step down to go to Muskegon Junior College, or and then go somewhere else. But talk about now, the programs you have to make sure if you're planning to go to 4-year, you're taking the right classes. They take your credits, making the earn your associates a lot more. You know what you're doing, I should say, probably.
Oh yeah. Now, I would say when we first get a student on campus, we
Mhm.
kind of try to just figure out what their end goal might be, like where they're trying to go in life and how we can best support them. I work really close with all the counselors and advisors at
Mhm.
MCC. If they're working with a student that happens to be one of my promise students,
Mhm.
and just kind of seeing what their plan might be for the
Yeah.
next 2-3 years. And even if they're uncertain, that is fine as well. I can help them figure that out.
Okay.
So I feel like that's one thing that has really helped us kind of develop our students is the collaboration between different departments, such as like academic support collaborating with student success collaborating with counseling, and marketing, communications, helping us get that information out to make sure these students know about all the things they can show up to that'll help them and keep them informed, maybe get them excited about their education so they can find out what they want to do.
So that GPA thing you were talking about is so exciting. You used to be at a 3.5. Now me, I didn't even get to the 3. I was at the 5. But talk to a lot of people are saying, well, I want to settle on learning a skill, or I don't want to acquire that debt. Talk to those individuals.
Sure. Yeah, I'll talk about our trade center. We have the Sturgis Technology Center downtown Muskegon.
Yes.
We have a ton of really excellent programs there. We have robotics there. We have welding. We have electronics. There are a variety of programs down there, hands-on programs, and you can complete a certificate. That I really never knew the difference between a certificate and a degree. A certificate at MCC is just 1 year. And you got that certification. And if you want, you can go on that next year and you can get that degree.
Nice.
And then what we have employers who are just seeking those students who have those hands-on skills, and they need them. And they actually pay students to come to the Sturgis Technology Center after they come to work for them. So we have internships, apprenticeships. We have employers who pay for their employees to come to MCC and get special training. We even had Howmet purchase robots for our robotics classroom.
Really?
Yeah, they purchased about 4 robots for us a few years ago to make sure
Wow.
that we have the top equipment that we need to train not only their employees, but we're training other employees across Muskegon County in West Michigan.
Let's go back to Houston, Texas. Michael Anthony Smith says, I'm a proud alumni of MCC.
Yeah, go Jayhawks.
All right. One of the things you said, any student that's graduated since 2015, are you finding more students that maybe they come out of school, they want to work a year or two, then decide, you know what, I need to go back? Are you finding that more?
Oh, yes, we are. I think that's one of the coolest things about the expansion is I've started to see, students who might be like 28, 29. They've been working for a couple of years. They got a family already. And they're like, hey, man, I want to come back and go to college now. And I love that. It's like, a lot of people will think of college as just like a place where, young people are. But it's a place where anybody can come learn. We show just as much attention to our adult learners as we would to a traditional student. Everybody, we want to help everybody succeed and get where they need to be. Their goals are going to be different, but the way we approach it is the same. We're trying to do whatever we can to bring the best out of every student, no matter their background, no matter their path, no matter their end goal.
And I also want to add that, if you didn't grow up in Muskegon County, you can still come to MCC if you're 25 years old and older. You don't have a degree or certificate yet, you may qualify for the Michigan Reconnect program. Again, that's free tuition for those adults who are 25 and older, and they currently are living in Michigan in Muskegon County. And if they're out of county, they get like a 50% tuition discount.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So there are so many opportunities. There are more opportunities now for tuition assistance at your community college than any other time in history.
So this is actually a time to not believe when people saying that there are no dollars out there to help students, that there are actually programs to help students.
Absolutely. Yeah. And if you're 60 or over, we have free tuition for you as well. So
hello.
60 and over. All right. One more benefit for those on the crowd.
I'll follow up on that. And like anybody who might be doubtful, even after watching this, I encourage you, just reach out to, somebody at MCC. We have something there that can help you. We have something there that is for you. It's never going to be a waste of time. We're always going to have something that can benefit you right now and, help you get to where you want to go eventually, no matter, your age, no matter what you currently do, no matter where you come from. We're welcoming for everybody. We want everybody to succeed, and we're going to do whatever we possibly can to help you get there.
Go ahead.
We have folks that, if you're a person that just wants to walk in and talk to somebody, we have those people. We have a welcome center right in our main campus. You can walk in during our business hours. We're open till 6:30 on Mondays. And you can just walk in and talk to somebody, and people will help you. Look and see what opportunities are available. How do you get signed up? We can help you step by step through that process. It can seem overwhelming, but we can help you with that.
What about that individual that, when I went to high school, I struggled with math or I struggled with English, and I'm a little shy, hesitant of making that next step?
Well, I'll say as a success coach, when I have students like that tell me, hey, I wasn't good at this, I wasn't good at that, I told them, like, if you give me the effort, I will make sure you don't fail. All you need to do is meet me halfway. Okay. I will connect you with whatever resources we need for you to be successful. I'm the type of guy, I will not let my students fail. And that's how, that's the attitude that a lot of us have around the campus. We're going to do whatever we have to. Connect you to whatever resources we have to, keep following up with you, keep checking in to see how you're doing, checking in to see how, how confident you feel about this before it even gets to the point of where you're struggling or you're worried about failing, not doing good. We just try to make sure you always know who on campus can help you with what, so it doesn't even get to that point.
Well, they got me so excited. I'm ready to go back. I'm ready to go back to school, man. It can happen.
We offer free tutoring. We have free tutors that are available one-on-one. You can do online tutoring. You can do in-person tutoring. And we have the Jayhawk Hub, which provides food pantry. We have transportation assistance, bus passes, sometimes gas cards if students run into an emergency. We have sometimes loaner laptops for students who don't have the tech that they need.
Wow.
There's just so much support available. And takes people tapping into that.
So listen, it's almost time to end the show, but give everybody the contact information, everything that they need to hear about the program.
Oh, yes. So to connect with us, you can just, reach out to admissions. The number is 231-777-0366, and they will connect you to whoever you need to, speak with to get where you need to go, such as myself or maybe an adult navigator, depending on, which group of students you would fit into. You can always get a hold of me, Dontae Parsons-Love at Muskegon Community College, .edu. I can always answer any questions for you, connect you with whoever you might need to speak with. And as far as our event on Tuesday, I want to touch on that. The Promise 101. If you have any questions whatsoever about the Promise, there is no dumb question. There is, never going to be anybody that's like, why are you asking that? Show up. Ask me, ask me in person. I will have time to sit and have a conversation with anybody because I want everybody who can potentially utilize that to utilize it. I want as many people to become educated as humanly possible.
Right. The only dumb question is not to ask the question.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That you're doing a disservice to yourself. So show up, ask me or any other experts any question you can think of, whether that be for you or behalf of on behalf of a student that you care for. Just show up, ask us. We'll have an answer for you. And our goal is that you leave feeling confident, informed about your opportunity, and excited about your education.
We want to thank you guys so much for being here. Would you hang with us for a couple minutes? Okay, all right. Now that I'm excited to go back, I've got to change it and go back to school. We got to end the show, and we're going to end the show a little differently. We got a little commentary from my friend here that we're going to talk a little bit about to end the show. Take it away, Melvin.
Well, I usually start the show with the top 5, so I deferred that today. I don't like talking about myself. I like talking to the people we interview. But for people that know, and just because my phone and texts have been coming the last few days, the last week or so events in Muskegon Heights. For those that may or may not know, my trained profession is city management. I've a bachelor's and a master's degree. I've worked in that field in Michigan, Ohio. Spent 12 years in city management, Muskegon Heights. Then 2 was interim. So I've watched the events. I don't go to city council meetings when I'm not working there. I don't even watch the meetings unless somebody points up. But I don't watch them really. Try not to read these articles very much unless somebody says, hey, look at this. Mainly because I don't want to be hypercritical. But sometimes things happen. I also live in Muskegon Heights, so I'm a citizen also. I'll say a couple of things because I see a lot of things that just aren't correct. First of all, the city management profession, you are an at-will employee. Any day they decide they don't want you there, you're done. That's just the profession. Everybody knows it. That's why you have contracts, severance clauses, those things. Yeah, it kind of sucks. May not be the best job security, but people do it out of a love for public service. So that's the first thing. Second thing, we don't all have to agree to move a city forward. In fact, sometimes we need to disagree. Sometimes our ideas need to be voted down. Sometimes they need to be supported. But we all have to do is really decide we're doing things that move the city forward. And I think a lot of the discourse we're seeing is nobody in our community feels like we're moving forward. My last thought, when people are uninformed, when people don't know what's going on, when they're uneducated, they defer to fighting. They defer to name calling. Somebody's always stealing. Somebody's doing underhanded. Those are people's responses I learned over time to being uninformed, to not knowing how things work. And so take a few minutes off Facebook and learn a little bit about how city government is supposed to work. I'm saying that to the employees. I'm saying that to the elected officials. I'm saying that to the appointed officials. I'm saying that to the citizens. Last thought was the last one. For people outside of Muskegon Heights, appreciate the love and the concern, but sometimes you live in communities too. Sometimes it might be more helpful to invest in your own communities and your thoughts and opinions. All right, those are my opinions, my thoughts, not those of 103.7 The Beat, but I love my city. And you know what, Greg? I'm still going to go out and be a blessing no matter what.
That's right. And I'm going to say it a little harder than what he said it. Council people, remember, you are elected to be servants, not title grabbers. We need you in this time to help the city to grow and prosper. Let's just end that way. That's time for the show. Go out, be a blessing to somebody. You never know who you're going to touch. Take care. God bless. We'll see you next week.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens. Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.